Hi there. This is my friend Pontus. And Pontus and I met just a year ago now in a transformational facilitator training on Ometepe in Nicaragua, where I live. And Pontus is, as I recall, a really heartful soul with amazing intentions for this world. And that's what inspired me to ask him to talk to us in this first run of what I'm trying to do, highlight some of the people I've been working with in the past. So Pontus, what's been going on since a year ago? What's
First,
alive
thank you
for you?
yeah. First, thank you for inviting me, Gaia. I feel honored to be here with you as much as I appreciate your work. So just before getting on the call, I was thinking about our meeting and what's happened since, and just acknowledging how pivotal, in a way that was. So there was this moment in the training that I did. I did this facilitator training, and we were just demoing, or you were demoing, a coaching session with me. And at the time I was in a little bit of a crisis with myself and kind of my purpose work. uh and I had this pattern of taking on too big things, and wanting it to happen so quickly. And there was this beautiful moment when I talked about this, that it doesn't feel big enough, so on. And you asked me is there something else in your life that you recognize this from? It almost felt like a rhetorical question, because it was my cock. And then we had this really a little bit funny but also really deep moment where I recognized where these patterns come from. And that I could just see that, okay, there's another way of approaching this, my work, with more patience and playfulness, and just from a heartful place. So after that, I went into really giving music a chance, because I used to be a study singing a long time ago, and then I let it go, and it came back to me during that last year. But I didn't really want to give it a full go, because I felt like it wasn't important enough. But since then, I've been really diving deep with music, and having also had quite a deep journey with it. And now I am planning on releasing my first single in hopefully a month time. We'll see, but that's the idea. So that's a little bit of a brief of what's going on.
What's inspiring about the music for you?
I mean, honestly, it's also we talked a lot about, I think, during the training, this with I have these utopian visions sometimes, and a lot of big intentions. And I think what's really come alive for me there, or what feels true, is I need to be just living my heart, and really trusting trusting what I'm here to do, and what lives through me. um and I studied engineering, and did this kind of more thinking work, and was quite mindy. And this journey that I had the last years brought this music alive again, and I just feel so much fucking love for music, and it brings me so alive. And now I'm kind of just trusting that impulse of life that's coming through me, and that it will have some kind of impact for what it is. And that's just trusting that.
That's nice. The word that actually kept coming up for me as I was hearing you talk, and I was reminded, I didn't remember this statement that we came to around your cock. That's so fabulous. But I felt your heart. I always felt your heart, but it's nice to, I see you, I sense you owning your heart. I felt it, because I feel when in your presence, I remember feeling that feeling that I get when I'm around a big teddy bear kind of guy, that really comforting, easy to be with, safe, wonderful, heartful person. But it's really nice to feel your heart going back to yourself, is almost what I feel like. It's super cool.
Thank you for that reflection. Yeah, and And then what you said there with like owning my heart, it's really been a process, and I feel I'm still kind of in that process. I'm like, sharing it more and more with the world, but there's a lot of love and also a lot of like sensitivity, that feels vulnerable to share with like the bigger world that sometimes can be a little bit cold.
I share that feeling. As you know, I'm diving into all this video stuff or going online. I've not ever been online before, and it's interesting to bring the heart full forward into a world that, like you said, might seem cold at times. I've gotten a lot of coaching to wear like a kind of mask when I'm on this machine, to try to be myself, but not too much myself. And it's and in music, when music, luckily nowadays there's medicine music, right? So there's a place that's with its arms open for you, no doubt, like there is for me. But I think there is a lot of fear, almost akin to like the witch burning, if we come out with our heartful spirit truth, that we might be burned in the limelight of judgment.
Totally. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like this last year when the process with music, it's been like, at times I've had this like fear of death almost, like in sharing it and coming out with it, and I've had like my nervous system has like kind of broke it down at times because it's so intense. So yeah, I totally see what you mean.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember though, in the training though, I talk about that, how actually it is a fear of death that gets triggered sometimes when we're in public speaking. It's very chemically akin to that because of the old mammalian kind of the alpha, stepping out as the alpha could lead to one or two things: the acceptance as the alpha, or um, back to the back of the pack, or exile. That works.
Yeah.
Or killed. Yeah. Yeah. So I think there's something bioevolutionary about that. I still haven't mastered neuroscience enough to totally understand it, but I hear it reflected a lot.
Yeah. No, actually, now when you say it, I was preparing a thing yesterday, and I was just reading John Kabat-Zinn's book, Full Catastrophe, and there he mentioned this with like, how our nervous system is wired also for this social, that can really trigger that response.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's nice to be here alone with you on the computer playing it out. Oh no.
feeling so safe.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty safe with you too. It's nice. What about these utopian dreams? What are we gonna do, man? Do we dare to dream for utopia through what? Through our hearts?
Yeah, like I think also with that journey, I've a community, not necessarily in the physical realm, but like um in the online and etheric realms. And what I've gotten through that and the work there, I mean, it's kind of also this acceptance of like, my view right now is that like, the next 10 years, like things are gonna to fucking break down. Like it's gonna be a huge fucking pain for the entire humanity basically. And the question is like, can we live through that with like our hearts open and the vision clear for what we. So I think I've kind of slightly changed approach a little bit of like trying to fix the system that is now, to rather like letting it break down, and let's birth the new world like in the death of the old one.
When I remember in the 70s as a child, I was already praying for apocalypse. I think it wasn't a popular opinion. Oh no. It wasn't a popular opinion. I don't think it is now, but I hear you 100%.
Yeah, I think
So,
so too.
yeah, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, utopia. I kind of longed for it when I was younger. I mean, but through apocalypse, that's what I saw is through
Mm.
that death. I think, and how do the phoenix, it burns its own nest. It chooses to burn its own nest. And I'm wondering, like, can the phoenix, I wonder this for
Ah.
myself and I wonder this for humanity, but can the phoenix actually burn its nest, but keep the base of it alive so that it doesn't have to start over completely anew? Like, can it be a spiral rather than an endless Ouroboros like cycle? And I wonder how we could prepare for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And part of it, I think, for me is what I think you're doing, like, I think trusting that spirit's coming through you and daring to trust that no matter maybe how much fear you have that the world is going to collapse in 10 years. So you're not bunkering down and building yourself a survival tank, but you're just continuing to open your heart to what moves you. It's pretty strong fear facing, no?
Yeah. Yeah, that's beautifully
Yeah.
put.
It's beautiful. I want to hear about what your song that you're recording is about, or hear what it's about, even.
The song.
Yes, because that's your
Is
heart
that
pouring
yeah,
out.
yeah,
I
yeah, I
want to
just
know
got
what
yeah,
your
okay.
heart's pouring out. Tell me.
I mean, so this song, it actually came like during a retreat, a 6 week. It was online. It was funny. It
Uh-huh.
was during COVID, so it was like the 6 week retreat when we were like 4 to 6 hours on Zoom every day, basically.
Wow.
Um, and it was this. Yeah, I've never had like the feeling of unconditional love towards like a group in that way. With people who I hadn't chosen, um but just by spending that like really deep journey together, it
Uh-huh.
was just so fucking heart opening and heartbreakingly beautiful.
Mm.
Yeah, and there was this day maybe a few weeks in where like the facilitators asked me if I wanted to sing like in a temple night we were gonna have. And I said yes, and like then I was during the day like, oh, what should I sing? I couldn't really think of a song to sing. I felt like, I need to write something. And I've basically never written. I spent like 20 years with music and being like schooled in classical music, and I basically never wrote something because I always was like just too critical towards my own things. But this day, like, yeah, my heart was open enough for like something to come through. So I was basically like just sobbing for a couple of hours because it
Wow.
was just so strong to just
I
be
feel
able
that.
to like write this. And yeah, so the song is called Emerge. And it's basically about this going through our own mud, our inner mud, to find this heart that is in every one of us, and the love that is there, and yeah, bringing that out.
Wow. That's so beautiful. I cannot wait to hear it.
Thank you,
When
Gaia.
do I get to hear it? Can I get a preview? Not doesn't have to be now, but if you want to now, you can. But can I get are you gonna let me have it a little in advance?
I I I could actually sing it now.
You could? Let's do it. Let's do
Yes.
it. Okay.
Okay.
I love it.
I'll
I fucking love it. I'm so grateful. I love it. Yay.
I've been scattered, I've been torn, wondering why I was born. So many voices in my head, the sheer existence filled with dread. In the mud I kept inside, I found a treasure that had dried. With my tears it came alive. Now it's here, here to thrive. Emerge, my heart emerge. Through the darkness, through the soul, through the brokenness in us all
Wow.
emerge. My heart emerge. Hear the world soul, hear the call. Through the wholeness in us all. Nothing more to say. No more games to play. Embrace your warts and all. Die into the fall. When the world soul calls you out, drop your weapons, bring your sprout. Remember, you and I are we. Let us grow our tree. Emerge, our heart emerge. Through the darkness, through the soul, through the brokenness in us all emerge. Our heart emerge. Hear the world soul, hear the call. Through the wholeness in us all emerge. Our heart emerge, our heart emerge. Hear the world song, hear the call. Through the wholeness in us all.
Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I got truth bumps. I love a good set of truth bumps.
Thank you, Gaia.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Pontus, for
Yes,
following your
pleasure
heart.
singing for you.
I'm really touched, super touched.
Thank you.
Well, celebrating you. And when you get your single done, I want to be able to help you spread it. So reach out to me because I'm deeply, deeply touched.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I really felt you receiving it so deeply. So yeah, an honor to play for you.
Thank you. Well, it's an honor to be played for. Something like that. I love how I can feel so big and so small in one moment.
That's amazing.
It's been a fucking joy catching up with you.
Likewise, Gaia. Yeah, I really missed you, and yeah, so great.
Yeah, I miss you too, and I hope I don't even know where you are. Get with me. Where are you?
I'm in Sweden, in the south of Sweden, and soon I'll be going up to my roots in the archipelago outside of Stockholm. So it's gonna be
where in the archipelago of what?
Outside Stockholm. There's this beautiful archipelago. So yeah, my family has an old summer house there that I grew up.
Oh,
yes.
Well, I still haven't made it to that part of the world. I have a promise to get out there.
If you ever come, you know who you should let know.
Yeah, I have a friend in Finland I'm desperately needing to see too. Maybe I just no, like
Beautiful. You
seriously,
should,
I have friends in Denmark. Like I've never made it to that region and I got a posse up there. I need to kick down with, and the best time is this time, right? June for me.
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
It's
right.
amazing.
Well, I will look you up if I go that way. I have some
You should,
idea
yeah.
that
And
I'm
like
gonna even go
if
to
you
Europe this
come,
summer.
I'd be both happy to host you and like
Thank you.
support you in like arranging, like,
Wow. Thank
Yeah.
you. All right. That sounds super epic. Yeah, I'm open for that.
Totally.
All right. Well, I'm gonna say goodbye and go jump in the beach tropical water.
Ooh, wow.
You enjoy those long sunny days for me.
Yes, I will.
Oh my God,
Okay.
I'm fucking touched, dude. Oh, love you. I'm
Love you
serious.
too,
Thank
Gaia.
you. Wow, you made my day. Seriously.
Thank you.
I'll be in touch.
Okay.
Love
Talk to
you.
soon. Yeah, love you too. Bye.
Bye.